Are you ready? Fellows out there, I said, are you ready? And that includes the beautiful ladies out there. Are you ready? Oh, my cheerleaders. Are you ready for a brand new episode of Sneaker Profiles? Because I see you beautiful people have come into the FC Sneaker Factory. And guess what? You people out there got the fucking golden ticket. And you are in the presence of Willy fucking Wonka himself. As I've entered the FC Sneaker Factory, I said, you know what? I appreciate my subscribers. I appreciate the smart people out there, the fellas and the beautiful ladies. Oh, the ladies that definitely get my heart pumping. And I wanted to say, give you an amazing applause. Just like this beautiful shoes. The band that it was based after got, and still to this day, get huge applauses from. But I wanted to applaud you. Thank you for tuning in to the FC Sneaker Factory, because you know what? I appreciate you smart people to come into the building. My beautiful, my true subscribers out there. The sneaker killers. The smart people that consistently come into my channel and that consistently support Mr. Wonderful when I bring you any content that I give you, right? The sneaker profiles, the FLOYD's pickups, all the shorts that I present to you when it comes to all my profiles. I thank you for tuning into all that. Because you know what? When it comes to YouTube, when it comes to the sneaker genre, you are the smart people when it comes to all that. Because you choose to watch my content. You choose to support me. Unlike those other piece of shit, garbage sneaker content creators out there. And I know you see them. I know you see them. There's a ton of them out there. People that are not true sneakerheads, right? People that do this for monetary value. As you can see, my subscriber count extremely low. I do not get any type of monetary value when it comes to my channel. Do I care? No, I fucking don't, because this isn't my job. This is not my job. But I do this because I love sneakers, and I do this because I'm a true fucking sneakerhead. And I do this because you know what? There's so many fucking phonies out there, and I'm sick and tired of seeing them. And I hope you are sick and tired of watching them. And I hope you don't watch them anymore. Because you know what? I feed your guys' fucking appetite. I don't give you like the early looks on shoes. Because you know what? Why am I going to kill your buzz? Why would I do that? That doesn't make sense. And why would you tune into that? To me, that doesn't make sense. As you can see, the skincare is always amazing. The hair is always done. My fits are always solid. So this is where you should fucking be. But you know what? I just don't understand why would you want to kill your buzz watching content on an early look. If you like the shoe, buy it. Buy it, because you're going to fucking buy it regardless of whether you look at it early, right? Get that early look on when it comes to content on camera. You're still going to buy the shoe regardless of whether you like it or whether you see it or not. You're still going to buy it. So don't kill your buzz by watching that garbage content, because you know what? You're actually putting money in those people's pockets. Fuck that. Let them buy that garbage shoe and let them fucking take that L when it comes to that loss, when it comes to their pockets. Don't support that shit. You know, there's just too many garbage content creators out there. Support the true sneakerheads. Support the people that actually care about shoes, not go buy a shoe or get a shoe shipped to them so they could do a review and then ship it back, or oh well, guess what? I'm gonna sell this shoe because I served its purpose. And then they make you feel like they're doing you a favor. They purchase that early shoe for you because they want to let you see it in person or in hand. Fuck that, dude. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. If you like it, fucking buy it. That's it. Pretty simple as that. Right? Go back to the old days, right? When we would see photos and hey, if we liked it, we're gonna buy it. Go back to those days. Don't mess up your way of thinking and just kill your buzz before you even get the shoe in hand. That's all I'm saying. But when it comes to my channel, right, I'm a true sneakerhead. These are all my shoes. Look at, I just wore the fucking amazing shoe right here. Love this shoe. I just wore this shoe on a date a couple of days ago. Like, I gotta clean them actually and put them back. But I wore that shoe on a date when I was with one of the cheerleaders. We went and had dinner. We went and grabbed dinner, and then we came back and we had dinner, had a great conversation, and we watched a movie together. But that was a shoe I wore out to go get dinner with her. Great shoe, right? That's a true fucking sneakerhead right there. If you know that shoe, I've done a profile on that shoe. If you want to go back, take a look at it, go look through my catalog. You'll see that. The Lacoste right there. The Sneaker Freaker collaboration. Gorgeous shoe right there. But that's what I'm saying right here. These are all my shoes. These are all shoes that belong to me. I don't get these shoes for free to do profiles on or any of that. These are all my shoes that I pay my hard-earned money for. So, with all that said, let's knock this motherfucker out of the fucking park again. Another Nike Dunk SB Blue Box era shoe right here. A gorgeous shoe. A shoe that I actually unboxed not too long ago on one of my FLOYD's pickups. As you can see, got the undefeated heather gray tee with that navy undefeated logo in. This is old tee now, but in amazing condition. I bought this when I was in college. I got the AG denim. Looking amazing. Look at that. Looking casual, just relaxed. I got my LV bracelet. As you can see, that black monogram. I love that blue hit though on this. Gorgeous. Love it. Great accessory. Put together as always. But let me remind you people, in case you're just tuning in, you're just not sure what's going on. Well, let me point out something to you. You see that little icon right there? Because it is an icon. It's a little decoration on your fucking computer screen. It's in black and white. It says subscribe. Well, that icon, it doesn't fucking hit itself because it is actually a button. And I expect and I hope you fucking true sneakerheads, the winners out there, hit that fucking button because like I said, it doesn't fucking hit itself. I depend on you people to promote my channel. I depend on you people to put my channel out there because what I promise you is consistent content. And I promise you to put my content and ram it down this fucking platform's throat so they have no reason not to push my channel. So with all that said, let me go ahead and sit down and let's go ahead and open up the books because that beautiful door will open up for you beautiful people. Skincare, the hair, always amazing. Let me go ahead and open the books because we are on Sneaker Profiles 318. Another Nike Dunk SB Blue Box. Let me go ahead and open up the books right there. Open. Let's take a look at the box. Here we go. Beautiful glossy blue and white SB box going on right here. Looking amazing as you can see. This one I actually just recently picked up from StockX. And we'll go into the story, but let's take a look at that tag because I want you to focus on that. Nike Dunk High Premium SB. $108 price tag right there. Black, team red. And of course that beautiful size 10.5. Let's take a look. Got my StockX receipt. Blue and white wood grain tissue paper. Blue and white wood grain detailing on the interior part of the box. I always love that. You know how much I complain about the new boxes now. Look, fucking piece of shit new boxes. And we pay more money in comparison to back then, right? Back then when these blue box era shoes came out. So this one right here came out, it looks like it came out in May 3rd or around May, I'm just going to say around May 2011, right? So the last two I showed you were 2012 drops. This is a 2011 drop. So this shoe right here, great shoe. I've actually had this shoe in the past. I actually purchased it when it first came out and I wore it a good amount of times. I actually wore it in college, and then when I got when I left college and I graduated, I started working. I was downsizing a lot, so then this is one of the shoes that I downsized, and I let this shoe go for cheap. Sold it on eBay. I let it go for cheap. I remember the day I sold it, the guy hit me up. He was from a nearby area for me. He actually came to my work and paid me in cash, and I let him, and then obviously I gave him the shoe. So we met up, but I had him meet up at my workplace. And I remember he was just like, man, I was I've been trying to find these shoes. I just never could find a clean pair. My pair was clean because one, I mean, take care of my shoes, but I just rarely wore this shoe. Two, but I remember he's just like, man, I'm a huge fan of Slayer. Like, I seen him, you know, I'm gonna go see him in concerts, blah blah blah. Basically, just tell me. And I said, you know what? I want to say I was selling him for like 120, and I was like, you know what? Just give me $100, man. Like, if you're a big fan like that, you've seen him, because I've seen Slayer before too. I seen him at not a festival, but a venue close to my home. I've seen him before, and I told him about that. I forgot what that festival was called. But anyways, I told him, oh yeah, I saw him here, and he's like, oh yeah, I was there, you know, and he knew about the festival. So I said, you know what, you're a true fan. You're not just buying them just to like, because you don't have any clue about who this shoe is based off of. I said, you know, give me $100 and we're good. He's all, oh, for real? And I was like, yeah, man, just give me $100. So sold him for $100. Can you believe that? And like I always say, a true sneakerhead always regrets those ones that are close to his heart, and this is one that I regretted. So I recently rebought it and glad to have it back in the FC Sneaker Factory. I'm not going to sell it again. But we are talking about sneaker profiles. 318. We are talking about the Nike Dunk SB, based off one of the songs, right? One of the album songs, Rain in Blood, but off of a Slayer, the band Slayer, I should say. But this is actually a Brooklyn Projects, which is a skate shop in LA. This is a collaboration with them, and they basically took the Slayer Rain in Blood, and that inspired them to do this shoe right here. Gorgeous shoe. So the designer behind the shoe is Brooklyn Projects Dom DeLuca, and he has ties to the musical industry, but he settled for this album released in 1986, Rain in Blood. So here we go. This shoe, I mean, great shoe. I love the colors. As you all know, I'm not a big fan of highs, but when it comes to this one, I mean, this one I just love. I love the materials, the colors, and just a great shoe, and I just love everything about it. But we'll go into all that right now. So let's go ahead and go into the materials right here. So with the materials right here on the toe box, a nice smooth leather, but it is in black right here. This is kind of like a brownish reddish color when it comes to this hairy suede right here. Let me show you it though. Brown reddish hairy suede that goes through the toe box, right, the mud guard, also through right here, and then it stops. But this picks back up in this black hairy suede right here, going through this upper part of the shoelaces. This window right here is that nice smooth leather, but you see that there's like a nice little texture to that leather. Even in this swoosh, there's a nice black texture going on in this black swoosh right here. Inside, you have that border around the black swoosh is in that nice, it looks like in like a red, blood red color border going on. Up top, we have a nice hairy suede. The same material right here is up top right here on this flap, and it goes through towards the rear part of the shoe. Up top on the ankle is a nice, like a hard nylon material, but you do have a nice black and yellow type texture going on, and it kind of gives you that like a denim vibe when it comes to that. Right here, the very top of the midsole is all in that glossy black. Below that though is in that red color, that blood red color. That is the same color right here on that border. And then you have that beautiful gum bottom. I love that. Let's take a look at the rear part. Rear part of the shoe, nice black leather tab right there. This black and yellow, like denim type look to it, but the material is definitely not denim, but it is a thick material going on. Right here, black and yellow denim type material as well. But you do have the lateral side and the rear, lateral and medial side swooshes coming together right there at that tab, but it is black, but you do have that red, that blood red border going around that swoosh. Hairy suede right here. That continuation of that upper black glossy part on the midsole. This red midsole, that blood red material, and then of course that blood red midsole, and then that gum bottom. Medial side, you do got that continuation of that black and yellow denim type look material, but it is just a thick cut material, nylon type material. Hairy suede right here, going up towards through the flap, but it is in that nice like a brownish reddish color right there. I love that though. Right here, black swoosh, but you do have that blood red border going around that swoosh as well. You still have that continuation of that smooth leather, but you do see that small little texture going on when it comes to the leather on the medial part on that window. Love that. Look at that. You could barely see it, but you do have a nice, create like a little weird type texture going on. Up top, black hairy suede going through the shoelaces, but it stops when it goes enters right here on the lower part of the shoelaces, and you do got that hairy suede brownish red colored hairy suede right here going through the mudguard. Black glossy hit on the upper part of the midsole, and then right here is that blood red midsole gum bottom. Let's take a look at the front part. Look at that front part. Gorgeous front part. I just love that. Let's take a look at the bottom. The outsole, all gum bottom outsole except for that middle hip, Nike swoosh and SB in black, and it's all surrounded in black, basically separating the front from the back. All right, my favorite part, the aerial view of the shoe. Let's take a look at that. I just love it. Look at that aerial view. You even got that nice texture going on when it comes to the toe box right here. I'm trying to get it, but this is black leather right here. Black shoelaces. Let me see. There you go. Black shoelaces. That black leather toe box stops, and then you get that nice brownish red type nylon tongue. That tongue matches right here this hairy suede, and then that continues all the way up. You do have that black tag. You got the Nike, the swoosh, the SB, the Dunk High Pro in that nice blood red color. Ankle collar is black, insole is black, but you do have that Nike swoosh SB in that blood red color right there. And you see that StockX tag because I just barely purchased these at this current time. So what do you think about this one? Do you remember this one? The Slayer, the Brooklyn Projects collaboration with Nike Dunk SB, but Slayer, the Rain and Blood album. Do you remember this one coming out? Were you a fan of this? Did you have this? Do you still have this? All those questions, I would love to hear the answers to them from you people out there, the true sneakerheads out there. But yeah, just a classic shoe though. I mean, love this shoe. Glad to get this one back. I've been wanting this one for quite some time. Finally got it for a reasonable price, but it was one of those shoes that I just knew I had to pull the trigger on. You know, I definitely knew I wanted it, and I'm just glad I was able to pick it up for a decent price. Glad to have this one back in the family. Thank you so much to myself for picking that one up. But I appreciate each and every single one of you for coming on into the FC Sneaker Factory. The book is shut on that one. Sneaker Profiles 318. Hey, relax. In a couple days, you're going to get a Floyd's pickup like I always do on Fridays. Or I should say every other Friday. You'll be getting that. And then on the weekend, you'll be getting another sneaker profile. But just a quick heads up. When it comes to the blue box SBs in my collections, that's all that I have at this current time, unless I pick some up later on. So therefore, I'm going to be bringing you two, because I need to complete the 5. 2 SBs from the SB collect from the SB factory. No, 2 new SBs from the FC Sneaker Factory behind me. So make sure you're tuning in a few days, or I should say in 4 days, because I got the Floyd's pickups coming up. But tune in over the weekend, watch it, and let me know what you think. But definitely watch Floyd's pickups in a couple days, and watch the short on this one. You know I gotta use a Slayer song when it comes to this shoe. So make sure you're tuning in. I would appreciate that as always. Mr. Wonderful, always appreciate you. Fine people for coming into the FC Sneaker Factory. But you know what? As those doors are about to close in front of your beautiful faces, you don't have to go home, but you have to get the hell out of the FC Sneaker Factory. But don't worry, I'll see you in a couple of days. But just like how the beautiful lady, and I know in a little bit, one of the beautiful ladies is going to stop by, or she's on her way, and she's going to say at the end of the night, Mr. Wonderful Floyd, you are too damn sweet.